There was, it wasn't so much like a routine, it was more because they shot this like a film, and in television a lot of the time we don't get to do our own stunts because there's not enough time to train and there's not enough time to prepare the stunt people and the crews to work with you to get you to do most of it. Whereas Altered Carbon they had the means and the time to be meticulous with everything, and you can see it if anyone's seen it. It's an incredible piece of work. So I was very lucky. I had 3 months to train for most of my fight scenes, and they wanted us to do as much as possible.
Cool.
Usually they don't want you to do anything because if you hurt yourself on a TV show, then it's screws the production for the next 6 months. But they had a lot of support and a huge team of incredible stunt choreographers and coordinators and extremely experienced stunt team to work with us. And so what they would do is they would have us do everything, and then they would also get the stunt people to do everything to pick up little pieces. So yeah, it was an extreme training regimen. Yeah.
Cool. Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D.
Yeah.
I think you had a little part in that a couple times. I'm a huge comic book fan, so I get to talk about this one a little bit. And you're not allowed to talk about it. It's an absolutely valid answer, but is there more in the works there, or is that done for you?
Yeah, I'm not sure. When, sorry, spoiler, Jia Ying, I don't know how, expires, she, they said, no one ever really dies on this show. So there's always the possibility that people can come back because it's science fiction, so that's really cool. Nothing for now, but yeah, that time was an incredible time in my life. I was pregnant with my daughter. It was the first time I was playing a mother, and Marissa Tancherone-Whedon, who's my dearest friend, is the showrunner, and she was also pregnant at the same time, and our kids had the same due date, so it was quite serendipitous. But it was a really difficult time for them for a lot of reasons, and it was a challenging time for me, but I couldn't have been happier to be working with the people that I love most in the world.
Super cool. Is there anything you got coming down? What can we be expecting?
Well, I just finished on a TNT drama called Animal Kingdom. It's not really on the sci-fi.
She's excited.
You do? Oh, that's wonderful. Yeah, John Wells is a force of nature. He's done so many wonderful shows, so I'm really, really lucky and blessed to be a part of that. And I don't know if you have any Dennis Leary fans in here, I got to work with him, and he's such an incredible person, like a musician, an author, an actor, a comedian. He does it all, and I just, like, the best thing about working on that show was sitting next to him and hearing him tell stories about all these actors of, another era, basically. I mean, who's still working today, but like in their heyday. He just loves telling stories, so I really enjoyed working on that show for
That's so cool. So that's where I'm going to stop. I'm going to pass it on to you guys now, because I know you have a bunch of questions. If you don't, I'll keep going, but please, raise your hand if you got... All right, do you want a mic? Yeah, so everyone can hear you.
Okay.
There you go.
Thank you.
Yep.
Dollhouse is one of my all-time favorite TV shows, and I think as an actor, was that for you challenging in that, like, you were playing multiple different characters throughout the entire show, basically?
Yeah, it was, and it was the most exciting part of it. I think, all my friends who were actors at the time were so excited for me because it's really an actor's playground. You get to inhabit a different human being every episode almost. The challenging part of it was just the logistics of a TV production schedule. I remember one episode, Enver and I had to play these, characters who are very far from who we are as people, or even of the era that we grew up in. And we didn't get the script till 10 p.m. that night, and then we had a 6 a.m. call. And so we had hours to develop these characters and just get into their skins, you know, or their sleeves. Altered Carbon reference. Yeah, it was an incredible challenge to do that, just in terms of the logistics, but in terms of the idea, it was the best thing ever. And I had so much fun doing that, and you know, a lot of those people I'm still friends with to this day, and it's really where everything started, like The 100, Altered Carbon, all these or Being Human. They all happened because of Dollhouse, because either the writers were on the team or they were fans of the show. Even Supergirl, you know, the people who wrote the first episode that Roulette appeared in Supergirl, they were Dollhouse fans. So, and I think maybe Being Human, but so everything in my life I can really trace back to that one show, and the opportunities it gave me to show people, you know, what I was capable of. And even though I'm still growing and developing always, it gave me a chance to show people what I could do.
Thank you.
Thank you.